Hi guys, Kat Hinckley here from Moso Method Consulting Group. I hope you're doing awesome today. Today's video is about 10 things that I wish I knew decades ago. I am a mature woman, and if I only knew then what I know now, my life would be so much easier. So I want to share this with you just in case there's anything on my list that you can incorporate into your life to help you to live a more fulfilling, successful life. And this is especially for the younger generation, people in their 20s, even 30s. The first thing is that you've got time. You have so much time. I have children in their 20s, and I know that they are just hustling, trying to find their forever job and find their forever partner. And these are things that we want to do, but you don't have to rush. You have time for your career, for love, for family. So you can relax and make sure that you don't put yourself in a situation that isn't the right situation. So number one, you have time, so don't push yourself and get into a situation that isn't right. Number two, date the person, not the potential. So this is more about a life situation. Let me ask you this. If you're dating, is it really that person that fills all of your bucket, checks all of your boxes? Or are you looking at them thinking, oh, if they acted like this, or if they just changed this, then I'm going to be totally happy. Guys, it doesn't work like that. So make sure that when you're dating somebody and you're looking for a lifelong relationship, that it is the person that fulfills you, not the potential that you think that they have. Number three, find your tribe. Surround yourself with the people that are going to support you, uplift you, challenge you, but be there to help you celebrate your wins. When you find the right people to surround yourself with, you will go so much further. Number four, and this is a toughie, life is not fair. I'm sorry, it is an absolute fact that you can be doing everything right, but things are still going to happen that affect you in a negative way. It could be that you don't get to get the job that you think that you want. It could be a loss of a loved one. Life hands us very difficult situations, and it doesn't seem fair because it's not fair. The trick is to learn how to navigate over those situations that we are faced with that are less than stellar. Number five, don't be an a-hole. That is self-explanatory. Guys, nobody wants to deal with you if you jerk. So we definitely want to make sure that we are putting out what we want to get back. And that's kind of the energy meridian. So when you are putting out something positive, you will get it back. But if you are a jerk, people are going to be jerker to you. So that's number five. We're halfway through. I'm going to start now with number six. Practice professional and personal growth. There's something called an assumption gap, and this is from John C. Maxwell, and he talks about how we think that just because our whole lives up until we're done with our formal education, that we've grown every single year, every single day probably, we've learned something new, that when we're done with our formal education, if we don't make the choice to continue to learn and grow, guess what? You're not going to learn and grow. So by incorporating personal growth and development into your life, you are going to be so much more fulfilled, so much happier, and you will definitely be more successful. It puts you a step ahead of everybody else by practicing personal growth. Number seven, you won't get what you want if you don't ask for what you want. This is a very natural thing. We think just by doing work, we're going to be rewarded, but many times, unless you ask for what you want, you're not going to get it. And honestly, if you're not brave enough to ask, you don't deserve it. So if you want a raise, ask for a raise, and not because you want it, but because of all the things that you've done to deserve it. And it's the same thing with your personal life. If there's something that you want, ask. You want to ask a girl out, ask a guy out, do it. The answer is always no if you don't ask. So make sure that you ask if you want something. Number eight, and this was a big one for me too. Hope is not a strategy. I hope that I'm successful. I hope that I can get to the next level. Unless I'm taking actionable, tangible steps to do the work to get what I want, hope isn't going to get me there. Number 9, your competition is only you. In this world, especially with social media and so much personal comparison, we tend to compare ourselves to the next guy, to our colleagues, to our friends, to people that we know, to people that we don't even know that are online that we see are successful. Your only competition is you. And if you can remember to not think that somebody else's win is your loss, then you will be able to keep your positive attitude and just work towards your own personal milestones. And then the last thing that I wish that I knew when I was younger and that I wish that I embraced was to do everything. Take the job that's far away, travel when you can, take chances, because right now you don't have a family to worry about. You don't have to worry about paying big bills. So while you have the opportunity, while you're young, remember that you have that runway right now to be able to figure yourself out. I can almost guarantee if you're in your 20s, the job that you're getting right now is not the job you're going to have the rest of your life. So embrace it, learn what you can, and then move on. So guys, a longer video. Thank you so much for joining me. Just 10 tips on maybe what you didn't know that you should know then that you know now. All right, guys, have a great day. I'll talk to you later. This is Kat Hinckley from Moso Method Consulting Group. Take care. Bye-bye.